some good reasons to charge for your photography services by the minute. Welcome to my photography business channel. This channel is all about supporting you with your photography business, and this video is about how and why you might want to start pricing your photography by the minute. It's common for photographers as well as clients to think about their billable time as a photographer when they're actually creating images. However, there's a lot more time and expense around creating that image, and you really do need to get your head wrapped around that idea if you want to be a profitable photography business. It's very common for us to say, oh, no problem, this will only take a couple more minutes and I'll just take care of it for you, without thinking that that couple minutes could actually be $5 of value of lost time, productivity, and cash out of your pocket. And if you do that too often, you'll start to lose money on your assignments. This is what is referred to as scope creep, where you have a set price for a project, but the client keeps coming back, asking for a little more and a little more and a little more, and the next thing you know, that small project turns into a big project. Unfortunately, you're not charging any more than your original quote. This is why it's important for you as a photographer to understand the value of your time by the minute, so you can recognize the value of all of the services and activities that you provide for your clients. Hey, check out the valuable free PDF download in the description about hidden photography costs. There is one service that is valuable to your clients that I bet you're not charging for, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But first, I want to break down how we figure out our per minute fee. If you have already figured out your cost of doing business, then you've probably established what we refer to as a day rate. Now, I prefer day rates to be an internal number, but using that day rate, we can figure out our hourly rate. So let's say your day rate is $1,500. And if you divide that number by 10, you'll have your hourly rate. Why 10? Because 10 hours is the standard day for photographers. 8 hours of photography, 1 hour of setup, and 1 hour of breakdown. And that leaves 10 hours. And what we do from there is we divide that 10 into our day rate. That's our hourly rate. And to get our per minute rate, well, we divide our hourly rate by 60. And if your hourly rate is $150, divide that by 60, and your per minute rate is $2.50. You may say that's not very much money, but when you start up adding all of the minutes of the task that you are doing for clients and not charging for them, it turns into a lot of money. Now, you don't necessarily have to charge your clients for each one of those tasks. There's some things you can do that I'll talk about in a moment, but what I would do is figure out how many of those tasks tend to be standard for each one of your assignments, each one of your packages, and then add the cost. Maybe you have 30 minutes worth of tasks that you generally don't charge for or didn't calculate as part of your fee. Well, that means you probably need to add another $75 to your package or to your fee for one of your standard products or services. Maybe your portrait session is 1 hour and you charge $150 for a portrait. However, there's another 15 minutes worth of activities that you do that you're not accounting for. Maybe you are accounting for traditional post-production, but the little things are being ignored in your calculation. So maybe you should figure out that you need to add another $2.50 per minute for those other things that you're doing to support your client. Another very good reason why you should keep track of those per minute activities and the fees associated with them is to help you decide when is the right time to hire support staff. When you notice that you are taking on an hour or 2 hours a day of these little tasks that are actually eating away of your valuable time, maybe it's the right time to hire staff, which will help you become a more profitable company. It's important to keep track of your administrative time. How many minutes are you spending each day, week, or month on administrative tasks, paperwork? It just might be more beneficial or profitable for you to hire other people, assistants and support staff to do those tasks while you're doing the more profitable work. You may be aware that I am a champion of per image pricing. I think it's one of the best ways to price photography. I like to get away from the day rates and the hourly rates. We use those, as I've been explaining, as an internal number to help you understand how much you need to charge, but put the value on the image. And when you do that, it's a lot easier to make note of all of the different tasks that you do, including your editing and touch-up. A lot of times photographers charge for their time on set, but forget to add the fees that are relevant to completing the project. And that is your time touching up and editing those images. Many photographers spend a ton of time working on the post-production. You need to make sure that that valuable time, even by the minute, figure it out per image, how many minutes do you actually work on each image on average to help you understand how much you should charge properly for your per image fee. One fee that a lot of photographers do not charge or incorporate in their per image or session fees is an archive fee. It costs money for you to store images, and in many cases these images are stored forever or transferred to new media over time as technology improves, but it keeps costing you money. Or how about the archive fee of going through all of those hard drives to find an image that you created for a client years ago? That takes time too. And when you understand your per minute fee, you can average out how long it takes you. Even if you have a well-organized system, it also takes time and effort to keep that system organized. So you need to have fees and understand how long, maybe 15 minutes of time to find an image from 5 years ago. If you understand that and how much it costs you, you can incorporate that in your standard fees or as an archive fee that you let clients know you will charge if it's over a year since you created the images. Hey, don't forget to download the PDF, and I'll see you in the next video.